Hi guys, how are you today? I'm Karen and you're welcome to another video. Now, I kind of shopped my stash. Some of it I shopped together with you, but some products that I just replaced. And, well, most of them are from our Shop My Stash. I've been using them for about a week or so. I think maybe a bit more than a week, but definitely a week. And I want to give you my review about the products that I have here that I used to shop my stash. So it's going to be a get ready with me and review, something like that. First of all, let's prime. I used the entire week this Ofra Cool as a Cucumber primer. Now I thought that this green primer is going to help with the redness that I have on my face. It is not really clear right now. I look completely white because I sunscreened with mineral based sunscreen, so I'm white as well, not exactly completely white, but you can see the whiteness that I have on my face. So usually I have here a lot of redness and I want to use that to counteract the redness. Without any words, you can understand. They're always, and I use it daily, they're always a piece of primer that got dry. I don't understand why, which is pretty annoying because I don't always pay attention to it, and when it's on my face it is pretty annoying. Now I didn't feel like it helped with the redness, but when I have my foundation on, it covers. So I don't know if what covers is the primer or the foundation is really good. So I'm just applying it where I have red spots on my face, which is usually here, cheeks and chin and nose, of course. So I don't know, I'm not going to repurchase this, so you can understand from that I'm not really happy with Ofra primer. This is the first primer I ever bought from Ofra. Maybe I'll buy another one from Ofra, I don't know, but for now I'm definitely not going to repurchase the Cool as a Cucumber primer. For foundation, I've been using for a long time now my Charlotte Tilbury, I always forget the name, Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Mine is in the shade 4. This has a medium coverage, and I'm taking just a tiny bit here. It has very high coverage. It's medium to high. It's not very high, then you can't see your skin, but it covers, as you can see, it covers the redness. And well, I love this foundation. I think this is really good foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. Will I repurchase? Now I've been asking myself the same question, and I'll tell you what I took another pump and I will tell you what I think. First of all, I have so many unopened foundations, or foundations that I used once for, you know, try on, and they're in the fridge waiting for me to use them. That Charlotte Tilbury also waited in my fridge until I finished all the other open ones that I had. I am not the kind of person who likes to have a lot of open foundations. So I really like it, but I have so many other foundations that I need to use up. If I will need to buy another foundation, there is a high chance that I will repurchase this Charlotte Tilbury because it gives me very nice coverage. As you can see, it's a bit too dark for me, so I follow to my neck with tapping motions. I don't want to ruin all the cream that I put under and all the sunscreen that I put under, so I'm just tapping it. As you can see here, it didn't do a really good job. On this side it did a better job. Maybe I need to add some additional quantity. I just took a really tiny bit and I will add here, so it will cover. Of course, another trick that you can use is the concealer. I'm not using a concealer today. I'm not using a concealer. I don't want to use a concealer. Okay, next up, I have a concealer here by Sigma, but I don't want to use it. And I also have my It Cosmetics by Under Eye. This one is really full coverage, and I'm not really into concealers at the moment, so I'm not going to use a concealer at all. Now powder. I'm using my Nikia Joy. This is the Velvet Finishing Powder. This one is in powder. She also has the same powder. I think it's a pressed powder. It's supposed to be the same. I don't know. I haven't used. I need to finish this one first. And I'm just tapping it. Again, tapping motions. Not to disturb all the layers that I have on my face, especially the sunscreen and moisturizer. I need a bit more for my forehead, so just taking a bit more on the cap and just tapping it. And also where I applied foundation on my neck, so it will not transfer to my clothes. So powder is done, foundation is done. Okay, so about the Nikia Joy. Well, at the moment I have a lot of powders. I think it's a good powder. I don't like it under the eyes. It emphasizes fine lines. It's disastrous if you have fine lines under your eyes. But for the rest of my face, it's doing a great job. If I will repurchase the pressed one just to see if it is the same. But I still have product here. When I bought it, it had a very nice vanilla scent, which faded during time. I think I have this a long time. Don't remember exactly when I bought it, but I think about more than a year or so. I don't really remember, but I have it for a long time. Now bronzer, I'm using this guy by Wet n Wild. This is from the Color Icon collection. This one is in What Shady Beaches. Now this one, well, it broke and I repressed it, but the shade, you're going to see in a minute what I mean about the shade. It is really, really dark and orangey. Well, I can't really see it on my hand, but let's see on my face. Really orangey and dark. Why I have been keep using it all week? Because I really wanted to give you my review. And if you are my colors, if you have my color, my skin color, then I'm usually light or light to medium, but this is really too dark and too orangey for my likings. But it's about, if you're talking about quality, the only problem I have is with the box, which is almost falling apart. I have one that already fall apart. So the box is drugstore, but it's very, very affordable. And it's good quality, really good quality. So I have another shade, but that shade is too light for me. Okay, So good quality. Maybe I will repurchase if I ever need more bronzers, but in a different shade. So this one is too orangey if you have my skin tone, and it is relatively dark, so keep that in mind. A blush that I have here is my beloved Dior. This is the Dior Backstage in the shade 001 Pink. This is their Rosy Glow. This is the blush. I've been using it all week and loving using it all week. As you can see, the pattern is a bit worn, but I'm going to tell you this. This is really pricey. It's nice. I love having it in my collection. I love using it in my from my collection. But is it worth the money? I really don't think so. It's very, very expensive. And it's doing the same job as every other blush that I have. I don't see anything unique when I'm using this blush. So I love it. I love using it. I'll repurchase. This is going to last me for 10 years, so no way in the future I'm going to repurchase. I will not repurchase because it's a very high price tag, and I have better, more affordable options in my collection. So nice to have, love using it, but you know, if you don't have it, don't believe all the hype that it gets, because it got such huge hype that I bought it myself. And I understand why people are hyped, I do, but you know, it's not worth the money. So if you don't have problem with money, then definitely buy it. Okay, and next up, this is also from Dior. This is their Contour Luminizer. Mine is in the shade 05. This is how it looks like. It's a bit pink. Let's just swatch it. This is how it looks like. It's a beautiful pink color. But I'm going to show you why is there a but. First of all, this is definitely not affordable, and it gives a really, really intense highlight. But because it gives you a wet highlight. Can you see that now on my face? I don't like it. You can see it. You can see that I have something. When you look at me like this, you can see that I have something wrong here. And this is from the highlighter. When you look at the side, it looks beautiful and gorgeous, and it gives an amazing illumination. But when you look at me like this, I don't like it. So I'm just muting it with my damp sponge. So I will not repurchase. Maybe at least this color 05. I like it. I mean, it gives beautiful highlight, but it's too, I don't know, too wet to my liking. I like drier texture highlighters, I guess. Brows. Okay, brows. I have my iconic London. You can't really see that. Whoa, don't fall please. This is called Triple Precision Brow Definer. Mine is in chestnut brown. I'm using the side of the pencil, and I'm just filling my brows, especially here and at the beginning of the brow. Nothing special, just doing that. And when you pull the not pull, but when you turn it, you have a cute little brush, and I brush my brows, and that's it. That's how I do my brows. It's cute, it's fun. Me and the pen are not really bonding, so I will not repurchase because I don't really like the pen. Okay, where is my... oh, here it is. It's comfortable to have everything in one box, and sometimes it's not when you're looking for something really small. This is the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish shadow primer. This is... I always, when I use it, I take it on my finger and rub it on my hand until there are no more crumbs, and then, oh, there's one big one here, and then apply it to my lids, because otherwise it will be crumpy and it will take you forever to soften everything. Okay. I'm not going to repurchase Smashbox. First of all, this one is going to last me for, I guess, another year or so. This is not one of my favorites. It's too expensive for an eyeshadow primer. I have mine from LA Girl, which is perfect, but I love it more. This one is transparent. I like my primers that have a bit of a shade in them. So I'm not going to repurchase. It is a nice product. It is sticky. But for me it's not enough, because I really want something to also cover my lid, not just be sticky. But it is a good primer. For eyeshadow I have two. Now these I just pulled out. I'm using Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from Colourpop, and I'm using singles from Cindy Grace. Let's start with the Colourpop. Now I'm wearing a green t-shirt. There's a purpose. The look that I'm going to do today, I did yesterday. I'm going to recreate it again. It's okay, again today. I'm going to use It, which is this shade here, for my transition shade, as my transition shade. So tap off the excess, because we have a face full of makeup. We don't want to have surprises and fallout. This is not fun. I'm just adding it above my crease. I have hooded eyes. I apply my transition shade above the crease and not in the crease, just because of the shape of my eyes. So I just added the transition shade, and now I'm going to take... wow, my leg fell asleep. Ooh, this is a bummer. Okay, I'm going to take a flat brush and take the green, the Christmassy Time dark green here. And if you're asking, then yes, I went to work with this look yesterday and it was beautiful. The only problem I had is when my eye itched, and you get the drill, right? Everything just spreaded everywhere. I had a line here and that was really funny. But you know, I fixed it immediately, so no harm, no foul. Now, we can't really buy this palette anymore because it was just for the Christmas. This is not the high quality Colourpop that I love. There is no repurchase in eyeshadow palette. Who repurchases eyeshadow palettes? I don't know. Now, I'm going to go to my singles of Cindy Grace. I'm going to use this one. It's called, where is the name? Oh, here. It's Dive. Oh my god. My eyesight is not as it used to be, so I'm just taking it from Dive with my finger. Now be prepared to be amazed. This is such a beautiful shade. I love it. So I'm just adding it and tapping it here where to connect it to the green, dark green that I applied. So swatching it, gorgeous. Okay, I'm going back to the ColourPop and to the shade called Elf's Practice. I don't know. Here. No, it can't be Elf Practice. Practice, right. Elf Practice. Okay, never mind. The light green shimmer here with my pinky and add it here at the inner corner and pulling it up. So again, pinky of the other side and pulling it up. Yep. Okay, I'm not going to do the lower lash line because I'm going to sweat today and it won't be a really nice view. Well, I'm already sweating. I feel like I am so warm. Oh my god. Because I'm going to sweat today, I will not bother to put anything on my under eye area. And now let's take my mascara. I'm using my Flormar. This is called the Triple Action Mascara. I don't like it. Definitely not going to repurchase this one. Definitely. It doesn't give me anything basically. It just coats my lashes. It doesn't do anything for me that I like. It gives them a bit of length, but I don't know. I like my highlighters and my mascara to be more, to give my lashes more volume and length. So this one gives them length and I have to redip to get more product so that it will really coat the lashes. So will not repurchase. Definitely will not repurchase. Okay, now we have the lips, and for the lips I have my Catrice. This is their Demi Matte in 010. Very cute shade. I'm so sweaty. Okay. I love the series of Catrice. I really love them. I think this is one of their best series. I have 3. 2 here and 1 in my handbag. I have 10, 80, and if I'm not mistaken, I have 40 or 30 in my bag. I really like them. They do not dry in my lips. I am just so hot. I'm sweating. I needed to turn on the AC before sitting down to film. I'm glowy. Okay, I really like the Demi Matte by Catrice. They're a very good formula. I maybe in the future, if they have other shades, I will repurchase. I usually buy them from Lady Makeup, but last time I checked, Lady Makeup didn't carry them anymore or didn't have any shade, just the 010 if I'm not mistaken. I really want them to restock and have more shades, and then I will definitely buy another shade because they're very good. They're not sticky, they don't dry my lips. They are perfect formula. Okay, this is it. I'm all glowy, but this is the final look. And of course I love Cindy Grace. I forgot to say, but the color of this one is amazing. I really like the ones that I have. I need to buy one more to add to the collection. These are all shimmers, so I can't use just this palette. I have to have a companion palette, hence the ColourPop. I'm sweaty, don't look at that. I will take a blotting paper in a minute. But this is it. This is the final look. This is my review about all the products that I used when I shopped my stash. Okay, that's it. I will catch you all in my next video. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe before you leave. Bye.